Good morning, my dear students of first secondary. Today we are going to talk about a new lesson in trigonometry. Today's lesson is lesson 4, angle of elevation and the angle of depression. Let's go. First secondary trigonometry, lesson 4, angle of elevation and angle of depression, prepared by Mr. George Milad. Angle of elevation and angle of depression. Definition: the angle of elevation, if an observer A, if an observer A, this is the observer A, observed an object C. يبقى if an observer A observed an object C above his horizontal side, okay, then the angle between the horizontal ray AB and the ray AC connecting the observed object and the observer's eye is called an angle of elevation. So this is the observer eye and this is the observed object. This is the observer eyes and this is the observed object. Okay, the angle between the observer eye and the observed object is called angle of elevation. So this is the angle of elevation. Okay. And what about the angle of depression? The angle of depression, if an observer A, the observer A on the top, the observer A on the top, and observed object C down his horizontal side, then the angle between the horizontal ray AB and the ray AC connecting the observed object and the observer's eye, okay, so the angle between the horizontal ray AB, this is the horizontal ray AB, and the observed object, okay, is called the angle of depression. The angle of depression of C with respect to A. Okay? Let's go to understand this lesson by examples. Example 1. A man found that the angle of elevation, the measure of the angle of elevation of the top of a house at a point 50 meters far from its base is 38 degrees and 26 minutes. Find the height of the house to the nearest meter. So in this problem here, a man found that the measure of the angle of elevation of the top of a house. So if this is the horizontal level or this is the ground level and this is the house, okay, so a man here, this is a man, observed the top of a house. The man here, a man A, observed the top of the house. So this is the eye of the man and he observed the top of the house of a point 50 meter far from its base. Here the house make with the horizontal an angle of measure 90 and the man is 50 meter far from its base. So here the distance between the man's eye and the base of the house is 50 meters. Okay? The man looked to the top of the house. The man looked to the top of the house. So the angle of elevation here is 38 degrees and 26 minutes. 38 degrees and 26 minutes. Okay? Here we want to find the height of the house. So in this problem, we want to find the height of the house. Okay? First we are going to name the triangle here, A, B, C. Okay? This is the house, BC, and this is the man's eye, A. Okay? And the angle of elevation is 38 degrees and 26 minutes. In this lesson, we are going to use the three rules, سوى كاتو or صح كح تو. Okay? In this example, here we have the measure of angle A equals 38 degrees and 26 minutes. And we want to find the height of the house, which is BC, and we have the length of AB. So we can use here, according to the angle A, here we want to find the opposite side, and we have the adjacent side. Okay, so we can use tan theta solution. Tan A equals opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite, which is the height of the house, which is BC, over the adjacent AB. Okay, so we have tan 38 here, tan 38 degree and 26 minutes equal the opposite unknown BC over the adjacent AB, which is 50. By using the cross multiplication, we will find that BC equals 50 degree tan 38 50 multiplied by tan 38 degrees and 26 minutes. So BC will be equals to, by using your calculator, you will find that the height of the house equals 40 meters. So BC will be equals to 40 meters. Okay, so the height of the house, you can write that the height of the house is 40 meter. Is 40 meters. Okay, let's go to another example. Example 2. From the top of a tower of height 50 meters, the measure of the angle of depression. Here, the measure of the angle of depression. Okay, and the man is on the top of a tower. So the man in the top and looking about an object on the ground. Okay, so first we are going to draw the right angle triangle here, A, B, C. Okay, this is the right angle triangle A, B, C. Okay, from the top of a tower of height 50 meters, so the height of the tower is 50 meters. Okay? Okay, the measure of the angle of depression of a body in the same horizontal plane. Here, to draw the angle of depression, we draw a horizontal ray, okay, parallel to BC, and we will draw the ray from the observer to the object. Okay, this is the ray from the object, from the observer to the object. Here, the observer is here on the top of the tower, and this is the object. Okay, here the angle of depression is the angle between the horizontal ray and the ray goes to the object. So this is the angle of depression. Okay, from the top of a tower of height 50 meters, the measure of the angle of depression of a body in the same horizontal plane with the base is 23 degrees. So this is the angle of depression, 23 degrees and 24 minutes. Okay, okay, since we can put here A, B, C, D, Since AD is parallel to BC, so the measure of the angle CAD is equals to the measure of angle ACB, alternate angles. So measure of angle ACB is equals to 23 degree and 24 minutes. Okay, so here angle DAC is the angle of depression, and by using alternate angles you can find that measure of angle ACB is also equals to 23 degree and 24 minutes. Okay, here we want to find the distance between the body and the base of the tower. We want to find the distance between the body, here is the body which is the object, okay, and the base of the tower, which is BC. Here we want to find the length of BC. Okay, so now we are going to find the solution. Here we want to find BC. BC is the adjacent side and AB is the opposite side. Okay, so we can write tan angle ACB is equals to the opposite, which is AB, over the adjacent, which is BC. So tan 23 degree and 24 minutes equals opposite 50 over adjacent. We want to find its length, so we will write BC by using cross multiplication. So BC will be equals to 50 times 1, which is equals to 50, divided by tan 23 degree and 24 minutes. By using your calculator, okay, you will find that BC equals 100, approximately equal 116 meters. Okay, 116 meters. So the distance between the body and the base of the tower equals to 116 meters. Okay? Okay, let's go to another example. Here, a man of height 1.5 meter was standing on the ground at a point which is 10 meter far from a flat pool. He found that the measure of the angle of elevation of the top of the flat pool is 40 degree and 22 minutes. Find the height of the flag pool to the nearest meter. Okay? Okay, let's solve it together. Solution. Here is the flag pool. Okay, so this is the flag pool. A man of height 1.5 meters was standing on the ground. So here he gives us the height of the man. So this is the man. We will draw it here. This is the man. Okay, of height 1.5 meters. The height of the man is 1.5 meters. Was standing on the ground at a point which is 10 meters far from a flag pool. Okay, so the man is at a distance 10 meters from the base of the flag pool. Here the man found that the measure of the angle of elevation of the top of the flag pool is 40 degree and 22 minutes. So here is the eye of the man. This is the eye of the man. Okay? Okay. The eye of the man will make a horizontal ray first, and a ray go to the top of the object. Okay? So the eye of the man will draw a horizontal ray, and another ray will go to the top of the object. So the angle of elevation is the angle between the horizontal ray and the ray goes to the object. So this is the angle of elevation, which is equals to 40 degree and 22 minutes. Okay. Find the height of the flagpole to the nearest meter. Here we want to find the height of the flagpole to the nearest meter. Okay. Here this is A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Since the height of the man is 1.5 meter, since DC, the height of the man equals 1.5 meter, therefore BE equals 1.5 meter, is also 1.5 meter, because EBCD is a rectangle. So we have CD equals EB equals 1.5 meter. Okay. In triangle AED, in the triangle AED, okay, here we have angle ADE, and we want to find AE, which is the opposite, okay, and DE is the adjacent. Okay. Since DEBC is a rectangle, so the length of BC is equal to the length of DE equals 10 meter. So we will write DE equals 10 meter. Okay. Here we want to find the opposite side, and we have the adjacent side. So we are going to use 10 ADE. 10 ADE equals the opposite, which is AE, over the adjacent, which is DE. Okay. So 10, 40 degree and 22 minutes equals AE, okay, over DE, which is equals to 10. By using cross multiplication, AE equals 10 times 10, 40 degree and 22 minutes. By using your calculator, you will find that AE, okay, will be equals to 8.5 meters. By using calculator, you will find that AE equals 8.5 meters. So the length or the height, so the height of the flagpole, the height of the flagpole will be equals to, here we have AE, which is equals to 8.5 plus EB, which is equals to 1.5. So the height of the flagpole approximately equals 10 meters. So the height of the flagpole approximately equals to 10 meters. Okay. First, we found the length of BE, and we know it because the height of the man is 1.5 meters. Then we have to find the length of AE, and we use the angle of elevation. We know that 10 ADE equals AE, which is the opposite, over DE, which is the adjacent. So 10, 40 degree and 22 minutes will be equals to AE over 10. Okay. And from here we found that AE equals 10, 40 degree and 22 minutes, which is equals to 8.5 meters. So the height of the flagpole will be equals to 8.5 plus 1.5, which is equals to 10, okay, which is equals to 10 meters. Okay, let's go to another example. Okay, from the top of a rock, here from the top of a rock 200 meter high from the sea level, the depression angle of a boat 300 meter apart from the base. Okay, so here we are now, the man is on the top of a rock. and the height of the rock is 200 meter high from the sea level. Okay? The depression angle of a boat 300 meter apart from the base of the rock was measured. What is the radian measure of the depression angle? Okay? Let's draw it first. Here, the man standing on the top of a rock, which is 200 meter high from the sea level. So this is the sea level here from the top of a rock, A, B, C. Okay? So this is the sea level. Okay? From the top of a rock 200 meter high, the depression angle of the boat apart from the base of the rock, okay, the depression angle of a boat 300 meter apart from the base of the rock. So the length of BC will be 300 meter. Okay? Okay. Here, the man on the top of the rock and the object is the boat on the sea. Okay? The boat in the sea. Okay? So we will write horizontal ray AD parallel to BC, and the angle of depression will be from the observer eye to the object. Okay? So this is the angle of depression. Okay? From the top of a rock 200 meter high, the depression angle, this is the depression angle. Okay? The depression angle of a boat 300 meter apart, so BC equals 300, apart from the base of the rock was measured. What is the radian measure of the depression angle? Okay? Here, as we said before, since in AD parallel to BC, so the measure of the angle DAC will be equal to the measure of angle ACB. So now angle ACB is the angle of depression. Okay? So here first we need to find the angle of depression ACB, and we have AB, which is opposite to the angle C, and BC is the adjacent of the angle C. So we can use tan angle C, tan C. We can use tan C. Tan C equals opposite AB over adjacent, which is BC. So tan C equals AB 200 over BC, which is equals to 300. Here 2 zeros cancel 2 zeros, so tan C equals 2 over 3. So measure of angle C will be equals to shift tan 2 over 3. Shift tan 2 over 3 by using your calculator. So measure of angle C will be equals to 33 degree and 41 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay? But this is a degree measure. Here he asked you to find what is the radian measure of the depression angle. We want to find the radian measure. So to find measure of angle C in radian, so we will write 33 degree and 41 minutes 24 seconds over 180 times pi. Okay, so we get 33 degree divided 180 equals multiplied by pi. So the result will be equals to approximately equal 0.588 radian measure. So the result will be equal to 0.588 radian measure. Okay, let's go to another example. Example 5. From the top of a rock of 50 meter high. From the top of a rock of 50 meter high. The measure of the angles of depressions of two sailboats are 32 degrees and 10 minutes and 49 degrees and 30 minutes. Okay? Okay. Find the distance between the two sailboats, knowing that the two sailboats and the base of the rock are collinear. Are collinear means the 3 points are on the same straight line. Okay? So now we are on the top of a rock of height 50 meter. Okay? So now we are on the top of a rock. A, B, C. So this is the top of the rock. Okay? Of height 50 meters. So the length of AB equals 50 meters. The measure of the two angles of depressions of two sailboats. Here we have two sailboats. One will be at C and the other one will be at D. Okay? So here we have two sailboats. The measure of the two angles of depression of the two sailboats will be 32 degrees 10 minutes and 49 degrees and 30 minutes. Here to find the two angles of depression, first we are going to draw a horizontal ray parallel to BC, and one of the rays will go from the observer eye. Okay, will go from the observer eye to the object. Okay. Okay. Here, this is the ray will go. This is the horizontal ray, and this is the ray will go from the observer eye to the object, the first object. This is object 1, which is the first sailboat. Okay? So this is the angle of depression between the observer A and the first sailboat. Okay? And to find the angle of depression of the second sailboat, okay, here is the horizontal AE, here is the horizontal ray AE, and the other ray will go from A to D. So this is the other, okay, so this is the other angle of depression. Okay, here the first one is 32 degrees and 10 minutes, and the other one is 49 degrees and 3 minutes. So you can see that this is the large angle, which is equals to 49 degrees and 30 minutes. And the smaller one here, this is the smaller angle of depression, will be equals to 32 degrees and 10 minutes. By using alternate angles, you will find that this angle will be equals to 49 degrees and 30 minutes, alternate angles. And here the smaller angle of depression will be equals to measure of angle ACD. So measure of angle ACD will be equals to 30 degrees and 10 minutes. Here in this example, we want to find the distance between the two sailboats. Here we want to find the distance between the two sailboats. So we want to find the length of CD. Okay? So here we are going to use the triangle. Here in triangle A, B, C. In triangle A, B, C. The largest right angle triangle in triangle ABC. Here we have, this is the angle, and we know the opposite, which is AB, and we want to find the adjacent side, which is BC. So we will write tan 32 degrees and 10 minutes is equals to opposite, which is equals to AB, over adjacent, which is equals to CB. So tan 32 degrees and 10 minutes will be equals to AB 50 over BC is unknown. Now we are going to find the length of BC. So BC will be equals to 50 times 1, which is equals to 50 over 10, 32 degrees and 10 minutes. Okay, so this is approximately equal. BC will be equals to 79 degree 79.5. So this is equals to 79.5 meters. So the length of BC will be equals to 79.5 meters. Okay. Now in triangle ABD, in triangle ABD. Okay. In the triangle ABD, we have 10, the angle ADB equals opposite 50 over adjacent, which is BD. So here we know that 10 ABD will be equals to 49 degrees and 30 minutes. Okay, put it over 1. So the length of BD will be equals to 50 divided 10, 49 degrees and 30 minutes. By using your calculator, BD will be equals to approximately equals 42.7 meters. Okay. So in the first case we find the length of BC. In the second case we find the length of BD. The required length is the length of CD. So the distance between the two sailing boats will be equals to CD, which is equals to 79.5 minus 42.7. Okay, 79.5 minus 42.7, which is equals to 36.8 meters. So it will be equals to 36.8 meter. Okay, again, so the length by using your calculator, 79.5 minus 42.7, it will be equals to 36.8 meters. Okay, thank you so much. This is the end of lesson 4, angle of elevation and angle of depression. Until we meet again next time, goodbye and good luck.